This is a nano online open course in which you will learn innovative solutions in design and fashion sector during the pandemic, based on success story, Fashion's Big Reset. This success story is based on a good practice published on the internet during the pandemic. Let's start. Before the pandemic, Irina Schroter was pushed by poverty to start fashion. I could not survive on the doctor's salary. Fashion designer Irina Schroter, 55 years old, who owns 3 garment factories, said in an interview how her business survived the pandemic and highlighted possible solutions to break the deadlock. Before the pandemic, fashion creation and design ideas worked very well and clothing reached many people. The profit was also stable and ensured a decent living. Imagine that I gave up my doctoral career in order to pursue my passion for fashion and design, said Irina Schroter. Moreover, she felt her inner satisfaction grow with each passing day. She looked back and felt no regret that she had given up being a doctor. The design and fashion were as pleasant as they were demanding and did not leave you too long to stay at home. An entire collection of clothing lines was the basis for the achievements in CCS before the pandemic. To all this was added the pleasure of doing what you like, but also the extensive network of collaborators in this sector. When you feel that you want to express yourself, that you are sad or confused, you start sketching and creating the best clothes. The challenges have been visible since the beginning of the pandemic, when the fashion designer made protective masks made of cotton. She also had a recent explanation for this decision. I graduated from the Faculty of Medicine, and I considered that the cotton masks can also protect people. Those cotton masks that I saw used in the operating rooms when I was a student. There were no protective masks at all, and we wanted to make at least some from cotton. I offered them in hospitals, doctors' offices, and pharmacies, and people were delighted that they could wash and iron. Unfortunately, the World Health Organization and some communicators in Romania, even some with medical studies, were against them. That is when I said we cannot fight a critical mass of bad communicators. It was later demonstrated that these masks can be used, especially when there are no alternatives, the designer added. It was very frustrating. In fact, related to medicine were the steps that led her to the fashion world, because she had a reduced salary as a doctor. In 1919, I was 25 years old. I had just finished college and I was working at the emergency hospital in Iași in plastic and repair surgery. I was earning 2,000 lei, making 7 guards a month. The innovative solutions were very much related to the inspiration given by the soft skills like self-determination and motivation to fight against those who do not consider your work at a positive level. Why? Because you cannot know success if you give up. It really is not easy to use what the fashion industry has to offer. That was the thought for contributing to the fight against the pandemic. Innovation was the basis because all those cotton masks were created with love for people around. To highlight success and innovation, Irina Schroter shared the decision she made immediately after the March 2020 lockdown, when most businesses were closed and people stayed home. I started from the fact that I stayed in the house for a long time, and it was as if I was tired of dressing in the same thing. I did not necessarily have a wardrobe with specific clothes to be worn in the house, because before the pandemic, I spent a little time at home. After those thoughts came the idea of a Homebody line, to dress in the house in a way that pleases us, to be a casual outfit in which we can work and, if we want, even go out for a coffee quickly when we will be allowed. The idea was a great success. I launched the campaign and the online collection because fortunately a year before, on May 5th, my birthday, I had launched the store online. And in May-June, we made 4,000% of the previous figure, said Irina Schroeder. The innovativeness here was born from necessities because sometimes innovative solutions appear in the most difficult moments. When you face an unpleasant situation, you are somehow forced to be creative, to give everything you have good in yourself and to succeed. The success and innovation of this good practice also stands in the usefulness and appreciation received by the Homebody line. Success and innovation can come from small things when the competition in the design and fashion sector is very high. This is also the case of this good practice, which, if it did not enjoy the success of the cotton masks, then did not give up and enjoy the success brought by the Homebody line. The good practice can be successfully implemented or replicated anytime if you have knowledge in the design and fashion, the desire to please those around you, to be your own boss, and to earn money out of passion. Of course, you also need financial support, but local authorities sometimes support this industry. Now, we invite you to the quiz section, where you will be able to check your obtained knowledge by answering 3 questions. Tick the correct answer. Whether you choose right or wrong, you will be given an explanation for the answer. That's all for this session. Thank you for your participation. Follow the program to learn more skills on competence, understanding of main components of innovation in CCS.